Well, I certainly would have done this uh, on Saturday, but I do have a commitment on Saturday. So much like last week where I had a commitment on Sunday, this time it's on Saturday. But nonetheless, though, up until yesterday, even I wasn't sure if I was going to do it tonight. But I'm thankful to say that things worked out. So to that end, it's time! It's time for Gold Rush! Hey, what's up, Dakota, Primetime, Jessica, Riley, and Larry? And you know what? Dakota, since you're here, I may as well do this. But also, hello to Jessica too, and I'm happy to say that your good friend, that your good friend Rob is going to be live. Well, when I say live, he's actually going to be here competing. But let me make one little change here. Let me see if I can find a place for him. Oh yeah. Let me customize the participants here. Of course, Joker's going to be in it, so that's not the mystery there. Okay. But let's see, who have I not seen in the chat all too often? Well, you know what? I guess. Well, I haven't seen Wally all that often, or Arkham. Although I think maybe in the case of Arkham, he probably would be asleep or something. Yeah, that's you. And also, Jesse Jackhammer's going to be in the show. But yeah, I'll give Wally the night off, mainly because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have thought he was going to be in this. So let me make one little change here. I'm going to put Super Dakota in there. But let me make sure the order is random so that way it's a surprise. Yes, I wasn't sure if you were going to make it, but it worked out. That much I am happy to say. Okay, let me make sure that I put the championship on the line. But aside from that, are you guys ready to kick some butt? All right, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let me make sure that the championships are on the line. Yes. And also Sly and Carmelita. Well, speaking of Sly Cooper, he's going to be in the 4v4 match. More like the phenomenal. How about the phenomenal son? Because, like, really, AJ's the phenomenal one. You'd probably be his son, I guess. And yeah, Primetime, you're also in it. Okay. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Jesse is going to be in the third to last match, whereas Sean is in the opener. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Now, obviously, being that this is a show unto itself, there's no bonus matches, but there really doesn't need to be. But let's get right to it. All right, so I'm going to let a few people know, but of course, just know, Riley, that you're in there. Sean is in there. Let's see, I saw Dakota. Carlos is there. I'm going to let a few people know. But in terms of Wally, I will definitely make it up to him somehow. Okay. Like, I'll let a few people know, like Sonic. Of course, I always forget to do this. Anyway, this is a good time for you guys to go get snacks and stuff like that. But of all the people that you see, who do you think will win? I'll let you think about it. Although, Jessica, I did have a question for you. And I'm wondering if you're interested. I didn't, but that's just because I had to go to work. So you know, but I didn't see it though. But I but hey, if you enjoyed it, more power to you. But there wasn't really anything, at least as far as rumors, that would have made me think, okay, I better watch this. But who knows? I could always watch Rob or whoever did a reaction stream or something like that. It's not a problem. Okay. So, as always, I'll let a few people know. Oh, he did? Okay. And, oh yeah, Arkham. Let me let Arkham know. Oh, well, there's Wally. Oh my gosh. Anyway, great to see you there, Wally. And Tenu. And let me see, who else do I have here? Oh, and of course, there you have Riley. Because he is cool like that. All right, 2 more people, and then I'll get started here, including JW Caliber. All right, and then one other person, and that's the Star Man. It's the Star. Oh, unfortunately, no. Although I probably should make it up to you at some point. And I can't back out. Shoot. You know what? I'll start the match, but I'm gonna exit as soon as the match starts, though.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the 2 superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time.
I'm gonna call an audible, so it'll take some time, but
until all 10 superstars have
but now I feel bad because the thing was, I wasn't sure if you were gonna be in because, well, it would have been nighttime and you probably wasn't expecting it, but I'm happy that you're here, so at least I have a reason to do it. So I'm just gonna skip over and then once the match starts, I'll exit and then start it again. So I apologize. You know what? That is true. He did do that. He absolutely did that. Well, JW, I'm gonna exit out and then edit the match, but you are in it. You are in it. So, all right. So let me exit and then do this one now. All right. So let me edit this really quickly. But yes, we are live, folks. And you know what? Alicia? Well, it's good to see you, Alicia. Well, I hope everything's going well, Alicia. Okay. So let me just get the people that were in, and then add some new people after that. So now, of course, Brooklyn Joker is the featured player because he is the champ. And then let's see. Okay, so JW's in there, Riley, Sonic, Lucian. That's perfectly cool. I'm fine with that. And then I'll take out Azrael because I know he doesn't like to be in these matches. But great to see Alicia, though. Yeah, I did hear, and it was not Jessica. It was Jennifer who broke the news, and I mean, yeah, I was sad, but at least I understood that, you know, there comes a point when it's time, and it had to be time. It is sad, but I'm thankful that for the good times, though. I just call it video game wrestling, really. But you know what? Since we're doing this, I may as well put Tenu in there, since I didn't have him on the show previously. Let's see. Who else should I put in? Oh, yeah, Wally. I forgot. Can't forget Wally. So those were the two most obvious ones. But now who... Oh, yeah, I had Jamar earlier before that, after several edits and stuff like that. But let's see. Then who else should I put in? Who doesn't have a match? Yeah, you have a disadvantage. There's no doubt about that. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe. Oh wait. Oh no, wait. Prime time's already in it. Prime time's already in it. Let's see. The only other person I could think of... Well, I guess I could put myself in there. And then let's see who else is in the chat that I didn't see. Or that I overlooked, so... Yeah, I've started in 2011. But even then, I also understand that there will come a point where I have to stop. As much as I'd like to keep going, there will come a point where, like, I made a promise that the day that it no longer was fun to me, of course I would finish it out, but then I would end it not long after that. Well, the series, that is. Let's see who else was in there. Okay. So all that's left now, I could just put in some WWE guys. But let's see. But who? If you have any suggestions in terms of WWE guys, or if there's anybody else, I'm more than happy, though. But that is you. So yeah, Alicia, it's great to see you. Oh, you just wanted to say... All right, well, definitely check out the replay, without a doubt. But yeah, in terms of the roster, who should we put in there? Oh yeah, Brandon. Oh yeah, maybe somebody from Brandon's... well, actually, never mind. Because Brandon's already in a match of his... Braun Breaker. Oh yeah, he'd still be a headhunter there. CM Punk? Got it. Oh, there he is. No, you're just in time, though. You didn't have your phone for about 2 weeks. Well, I can't... Oh, Cactus Jack. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's give some love to Cactus Jack, of course. Oh, of course, Seth Rollins. Because if you know, Seth and Punk are currently in a feud. How did I forget Seth Rollins? And then AJ Styles. All right, we'll get him. All right, we still have more room to go. Dexter Lumis. I'm not feeling him. I mean, he's okay, but I'm not. I'm certainly not feeling him. But I can take another suggestion, though. Oh, well, the feed already has a match, so all three faces of Foley. One person that, well, of the three faces, the one that doesn't get enough love is Dude Love. All right, so we got two of them. We got Cactus Jack and Dude Love. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Mankind as much as anybody, but Cactus Jack and Dude Love really don't get just that, enough love. Oh, not a problem, Alicia, and you're more than welcome to you're more than welcome to visit, and you're more than welcome to if you ever get the itch to come back. I'm open to leaving that open, but for the time being, I understand. Okay, so now we can get started. So of these 20 guys, who do you think is going to win this one? And it is for Joker's hardcore title, but more important than that is moving up the card, whoever wins this. And I'll probably do the same thing for the women if we have enough people, or if there's anybody that we can put in, if anything. Oh, not a problem. I'm just thankful though that I still have to give you credit for helping create the arena and the Mushroom Kingdom Championship. Like, that's the newest title, and I'm thinking, how could I not think of this? But you thought of it, and I have to give you credit where credit's due. Alicia.
The following contest is the
But no, I mean, you're more than welcome to always visit.
Now, the two superstars that drew number 1
and also, hello to Marley Good. I forgot to say hello to Marley Good.
Will join in the order they drew.
Hey, that's all. Hey, I'm good with that.
All 20 superstars have entered the ring.
I'm definitely good with that.
When you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor, the last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to
not a problem, Wally.
Of their choice at WrestleMania.
But this is Champions Road or Gold Rush, whatever you decide to call it. So let's see, who's our first entrant?
Introducing the participants.
It is Jamar. One of the guys that was originally scheduled to be in it is in it after all. Okay, so Marley's going to go for me to win. And also hello to Tammy Martinez, who has a match of her own. In fact, she's actually in the women's Rumble match. I am so sorry if I didn't say hello. That's on me. But it is good to see Amanda Rose, Tammy Martinez. Jamar Games. Say what you want about Jamar, but he certainly does not lack in confidence. I mean, really, you could accuse him of a lot of things, but you can't accuse him of lacking confidence. Yeah, Tammy did miss you. So, basically, you realized what you were losing, and before you could lose it all, you had to leave it all from the vision. But I'm certain that there's much more to it than that. Yes, and Carlos Larry is making his debut. I didn't think I was going to be able to make him in time, but it worked out. But anyway, there you see Riley, and he has won matches like this before, but he will have his work cut out for him as he has to start the match as opposed to coming in either in the middle or late. Of course, JW is one of those guys that doesn't mind if he starts or comes in the middle or comes towards the end. But, but just like Finley, he loves to fight. Oh, you did? I did not know you had a birthday. Well, you know what? I guess this is the best birthday you could. Your birthday is 7 weeks from Sunday. Oh. Well, I'm pretty certain, well, in a Rumble, the later, the better. Okay. Now, of course, being that the hardcore title's on the line, as soon as the champion, Joker, comes in, that's when the title's up for grabs. But right now, the champion is lucked out. But yep, next match will be the 4 Queens titles, in which we will see the rematch between the Dragonflowers, the champions, and Team Ruby. And more... Oh, well, here's JW. Well, he was hoping to enter late, but instead he gets to come in early. But that's not going to stop him from fighting. And then... Oh, so you wanted to destroy Seth from within. But you played the long game. Oh, what is that there, Sly? And as that happens, here is Arkham 500, the man in white. Oh, nice drop kick there by Sean Sanders. Let's see, who's lucky number 6? Well, how fitting. It is Lucian as JW eliminates Riley. I mean, I guess if any one person could eliminate Riley, it's somebody who knows how to fight. 2K24 in this case. Oh, you did? You know what? I'm hopeful that it goes on to be part of a series like, Ian Fleming's James Bond. But that is cool, though. Number 7 is Sonic McCracken. And Sean Sanders, and actually Sean and Sonic were part of the last match that we had on the last show. And the money clip onto Sonic McCracken. Oh, not a problem, Joker, even though you haven't entered yet. And Sean Sanders eliminates Sonic McCracken, and Sonic is 0 for 2 against Sean Sanders. And number 8 is our first WWE guy, and that is CM Punk. Yeah, although you see the guy with the with all those with I guess you could call it the wife beater shirt. And in fact, he has that epic beard and is dressed in black. That is JW. That's the guy who took you out. Although I wouldn't call it a shame because, JW is a top tier fighter. So I wouldn't feel too bad. It was more that you got unlucky. And, Braun Breaker survived as he just got in. as Lucian, making his debut on a Super Show, makes his presence felt, but it's Arkham who eliminates Jamar. And JW takes out CM Punk. I guess JW's the best in the world. Number 10 is Dude Love. Ow! Have mercy! SF Productions. What? SF? What the heck is that? And a super kick to Dude Love by Sean Sanders. I guess there's no love lost from Sean Sanders. In fact, Sean and JW have taken out the most men between the two of them. And number 11 is the Phenomenal Son. Not the Phenomenal One, the Phenomenal Son. Oh, YouTube. No, I have not seen him. No, I haven't. So I wouldn't have. In fact, the fact that I even asked who he was should tell you that I didn't know who he was. So I didn't watch him. Although Braun Breaker. Oh, never mind. Carlos Larry stayed in. Oh, nice move there by Carlos. Well, here's the champ. So we're going to focus on the champion, and whoever eliminates him, whichever one man eliminates Joker, becomes the champ. And the title will change hands until the match is over. And, oh, what a slam there to Braun, and then the stunner, the shotgun stunner, onto Arkham. And then a power slam onto his own buddy and his brother-in-law, Joker. And then lucky number 13 is me, TJ Toad. Double Toad 7. Although Arkham's going to beg to differ. Ooh, nice slam there onto Lucian. Lucian's been in there for quite a while. Don't hurt TJ in the Rumble. I'm going to be okay there. Anyway, Arkham gets eliminated by Sean Sanders. Sean is still kicking some big tail in there. And then Lucian gets thrown over the top, but no, he stayed in. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more than that to take him out, even for JW. And now Carlos is fighting me, and he actually kicked my back. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Ooh. And Sean was about to hit him with the money clip. And Lucian gets eliminated by JW. JW just kicking so much tail in there. Now he's going to look to become the hardcore champion. Oh, and then an enziguri onto the champ. And now Carlos is going to try to eliminate the champion. Meanwhile, here comes Cactus Jack, and no way! Brooklyn Joker just got eliminated, and the champion is, of all people, Carlos Larry. So now Carlos has the hardcore title. Remember, if you eliminate the champ, you become the champ. And then there's Brenda and Cheyenne. Well, was hold on and not get eliminated. And is going to try to eliminate me. No, not quite. And now it's the Starman waiting in the sky. But now he's coming down to the ring, and now is going after JW. But really, JW has been in there for quite some time. Well, you missed quite a bit, but you're still in there, Sean. Like, you've been in there for quite some time. Only JW has been in the ring longer than you have. And now here comes the original Phenomenal One, AJ Styles. And Cactus Jack got eliminated by, I believe it was the champ. And the Phenomenal Son was trying to eliminate the Phenomenal One. And the champ's still in, but the Starman is sent flying by yours truly, TJ Toad. Wow, Starman didn't last very long. I mean, Starman had a couple of top performances in the past. And yeah, what's up, Odds? And I believe JW, I didn't see who did he eliminate? Oh, JW eliminated Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker eliminated thanks to JW, who's, like, he and Sean have been in there the longest and have eliminated the most men. And the Styles clash onto AJ Styles. I'm doing pretty well there, Mr. Odds, and also hello, and also Tenu's in there, and I get eliminated by Sean Sanders. But then Sean gets thrown out by Tenu. Sean ran out of gas, and Tenu eliminated him. But take nothing away from Sean, he just ran out of gas. So now JW has been in there the longest. And Carlos Larry is still the champion. Oh, here's Seth Rollins. How did he get a better number? And now goes after AJ Styles. I mean, I guess he won't have to worry about Punk for the moment. Wait, what's gross? Oh, what a slam there to Seth Rollins. And a ripcord lariat. Or, no, how about a southwestern lariat? And then And now we have Wally. And Triple Beat is here. And number 20 is Super Dakota. So Dakota got a better number this time around. But let's see if Dakota can make the best out of that. But take nothing away, I think JW had a great performance. But alright, so now all set, so we have our final 7. So whoever survives out of these 7 will win. And JW eliminates the champ and becomes the champ. Alright, so JW is now the hardcore champion. So now JW is the champ. And, well, I'm not sure, I guess Dakota was trying to eliminate Seth Rollins. But Seth survived for the moment. And a super kick to eliminate Wally. Only for JW to get the pedigree. All right, now we're down to 5. But take nothing away from Wally, though. I mean, he just ran right into the super kick. That was JW. And Dakota got eliminated by Seth Rollins. Well, that's got to be a bit of a minor upset. I mean, Dakota got a great number, but got nothing to show for it. But take nothing away. But now JW, still the champ, but he's now it's down to 4. No, not bad at all. You were the hardcore champion from the time you eliminated Joker, the champion coming into it, before you were eliminated by JW. Out goes AJ Styles. AJ Styles eliminated. Now we're down to 3 and a clothesline. And then a suplex to JW. And now JW with a rare opportunity to rest, as Seth is trying to get rid of Tennu, but Tennu just too big. And now Tennu gonna try to, nope, back elbow. Of course, Seth Rollins has won a Rumble match before in real life. And then Tennu, a super kick, no wait. Tennu was able to hold on, only for him to get hit with the pedigree. Not a problem, Wally, at least you got to see it. Or at least you can stay until the winner's decided though, but right now, Tennu choking out Seth Rollins. But right now, the story of the match is really JW. And then I forgot what it was called. It was the Dirty South Lariat, or I forgot what it was called. Well, he takes out Tennu, but then now we're down to Seth and JW. JW. And Lone Star Lair. Thank you. I pretty much had a blank moment there. Now set into the opposite corner. JW, does he still have enough? Well, he does, but Seth, of course, is the fresher man. Now sent into the other corner. Nope, back elbow. Then a jawbreaker. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, JW was in there, has been in since number 3. Seth trying to hold on. Oh, 4, okay. But still, that's impressive. To make it from that number all the way to the end. And now going for the STF. But Seth Rollins gets out of it. I mean, if it would have been so cool. And now looking to take out JW, but how much more can JW take? Now Seth trying to... Can you get him? No! JW showing us the heart of a champion, man. And now JW throws out Seth Rollins. And the fact that he entered at number 4 and lasted all the way to the end and is the new.
Here's your winner and the new hardcore champion, the Outlaw John Walker.
So JW did it. So JW entered at number 4. I mean, and meanwhile, the championship changed hands twice. First, Carlos Larry took it, and then JW took it and held on for the rest of the night. And 4 eliminations after becoming the champ. Wow. What a standout performance. And if this performance doesn't put him up the card, I don't know what will. But no, it will, definitely. A performance like that, unforgettable. But we move on to of 2 4-on-4 tag matches. And it features Ruby and the Dragon Flowers. So let's get that match started. So while Carlos won the championship, it was not for long. All right, let me get AJ and then Kelly and Atticus. Sly Cooper going to go for the Dragon Flowers. And then last but not least, let me get Mr. Atticus Black. Yeah, so JW has collected the hardcore title. I mean, of course, on the surface it may look like a ramshackled, broken championship, but it pays as much as most other championships do. But it also shows how tough someone is, and JW in that match gave us an illustration as to how tough he is. But now we get to the Four Queens Championship. Now, most companies have like a 6-person tag team or a 3-on-3 or a trios championship. I just had quads or a 4-on-4 title. But now introducing the challengers and former champions,
the following contest,
Team Ruby. Hiya, Crushing Kelly. Well, Kelly, your family's featured throughout the show. Between yourself and Andromeda and I was going to say Atticus, but of course he gave up the mantle. But nonetheless, though, your family is featured throughout the show. And it starts with this match. Now, I may as well mention, well, before I get to that, I'll mention it as we do the match. And then, of course, Triple B, and of course, Triple B has Kelly Mavericks. And here they are, the Dragon Flowers. Don't remind me, TJ. So of course the lady in green, that is Vera, and then the lady with the bright red hair and the face paint, that is Andromeda Black, or Andromeda U-Taker now that she's married. Oh no, I haven't, but hey, but I'll do that now that I'll have some space, roster space, that is. But yeah, Arkham, you were in the previous match, and by the way, your girl Lily is going to be in another, so I'm happy to tell you that. And then, of course, the other two are Rose and Lily. Rose is the one in the burgundy shoes, and the one with the pink shoes, that is Lily. But we're going to start with the Ice Queen and Andromeda Black. And of course, Andromeda always goes with the face paint, mainly whenever she goes up against somebody she doesn't like. And now, wow, nice athleticism. Definitely got some from her mother and some from her father. But yeah, great to see Arkham though. But yeah, I'm gonna bring in some new characters from Sonic. But you can also check out Arkham 500 himself. And of course, the rules are pinfall, submission, count out, or knockout will eliminate your opponents. No, not. No, I mean, you had that match with AJ the other night, remember? Oh, big palm strike, though. But it is Yang who is the legal competitor. When they're done, can you put him up against Team Ruby? You know, I was going to mention Team Ruby. Like, beyond the Four Queens division, I don't really have any other plans for him. I was going to let him go, but if you want me to keep him, you know, in fact, let me do a poll. Let me get the poll. And you guys can tell me. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did. But on the other hand, you took AJ's. You took the World Championship, but if anything, yeah, I forgot that you gave AJ a title match, but on the other hand, AJ already has 2 matches, so it's not like he needs it. But I can certainly give you a shot at the hardcore title, and I don't think JW is going to back down from that, though. Well, of course you would say that, Crushing Kelly. All right, I'm going to keep the poll up until the match is over. Now, obviously, if they win, well, I have to keep them. Well, Spike, don't be surprised if Sly or Carmelita hits you in the head with a hammer, or hits your hand with a hammer. I wouldn't be surprised. But who knows? Maybe Sly and Carmelita are upstanding citizens, so. Or who knows? Maybe Sly will just challenge you to a fight. I don't know. And now going for the Dragon Rana, but instead caught into a power bomb by Blake Belladonna. So we have Blake, the cat, and the other that is Rose. Of course, Rose has a match of her own later in the show. Although now Rose in the torture rack into a neck breaker. Now Rose has to get out. And a spin kick to the back. Ooh, went for another spin kick, but telegraphed by Rose the Gaia. 1, 2, no. And a snap suplex. But yeah, oh, that's right. You had, I think you had Rouge, and then I think you had Blaze. And by Blaze, I mean Blaze from Sonic. Anyway, now we have Blake and Andromeda, although Andromeda just got kicked in the head. Rouge, Blaze, and Amy. Oh, I mean, we had Amy on the show prior. Well, but of course, the Amy Rose that I had doesn't look like the one that you have, so I can wave the swallow. Oh, nice. And now a couple of stomps onto Andromeda, but Andromeda gets out. Oh, not a problem, Tenu. I'm just thankful that you were able to get a match, man. Though I imagine you would have stayed up if you had a match later in the show, which is understandable, at least. Oh, from Sonic Riders and the new Sonic Cross Worlds. I am going to get Cross Worlds, though, for the Switch 1. And, ooh, nice slingshot drop kick there by Vera, although Vera... Oh, you did? Oh, well, now tagged in is Ruby, and Ruby's getting tagged. All right, now a tag to the Ice Queen, Weiss Schnee, as she goes after the fairy princess, or one of the fairy princesses, the other being Violet. Oh! So, oh, nice arm drag to Vera. Although Vera now using those kicks. And then I forgot what she called that backhand, but it's the Hurricane. That. Oh. Well, you can save that for another time there, Carlos. I mean, I get it. You want to get into the character of AJ Styles. But definitely enjoy the show, man. But now it looks like Ruby are going to team up or work over Vera, as I was about to say. But no, it's all good there, Carlos. It's just, I just don't want you to overdo it and then people time you out for it. Just out of concern there. And now Violet going to take out Blake and is giving her the beats. Oh, you did? Oh, you know what? I used to play Sonic games. Well, which ones did you play? Now, I did play a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but that was on. I think that was one of my older one of my older cousins had the Sega Genesis, and I only got to play a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But from what little I did play of it, it was fun. No worries there, Carlos. On the Xbox 360, Sonic Riders. All right, now a tag to Lily. I think that's her first time in action. Nice thrust kick there to Ruby, and nope. Ooh, nice kick there to Lily. So far, nobody eliminated, but you have to think that whoever gets eliminated first, or whoever can eliminate their opponents. The Ruby Bomb. The Ruby Bomb, which is that power bomb elbow drop combination, and that probably would have been it had it not been for Andromeda. Although Lily now going for the vine stretch. That's what I'll call it, the vine stretch, because, you know, roses and lilies are attached to vines. And, well, hit the palm, or the palm uppercut, but it was broken up by Ruby, who broke up the pin. And a quick tag to the Ice Queen. And now the Ice Queen, it's going to curb stomp Lily, and is that it for her? Well, that probably would have been it had it not been for Vera. But now Lily in trouble. And a moonsault that knocked out Lily. Well, I guess Lily must have suffered enough to where she got knocked out. I'm not sure why it happened. It's really weird. And a spin kick onto Weiss. And is that it for Weiss? One? Well, that probably would have been it had it not been for Blake. But now it's Ruby that have the advantage. 4-on-3. Well, it's going to be up to Andromeda and Vera and Rose to carry on. Ooh, went for the palm strike, but missed. Oh, nice counter by Andromeda. Nice back elbow. Now, of course, the only other thing that changed really was 2 matches. The matches are still happening. It's just that the order got changed. But aside from that, most everything else is the same. And 1, 2, no. We'll have to do a lot more than that to put away the Ice Queen. Oh, there's Diamond Sky. All right, now a quick tag to Vera. But then Vera gets sent into the corner. And a neck breaker to Andromeda. Oh, nice counter, and then a kick to the back of the head. And then a modified Michinoku driver. If Vera has a proper name for it, let me know. But Weiss, nope. Nice poison Rana onto Vera. And now attack to Yang, who's in there for the first time. The Demon Slayer, all right. And nice Hurricane Rana, though. Well, that I do know the name of. And now what do you call this? Oh, wait, the Tail Whip. That's it, because you're a dragon. One. Well, broken up by Weiss. And clothesline onto Weiss. And a Stun Dog Millionaire. And a pin. 1, 2. And that eliminates. Oh, Bad Dreams. Okay, that's what we'll call it then. Yes, he does. Although in his case, he does have WWE 2K25. So, yes, he still does. Yeah. And now going for the pin. 1. Nope, kick out by Vera. All right, now it's even. 3-on-3. And a quick tag to Andromeda. Okay. Although in the case, yeah, he has Amy Rose there as well. Ooh, nice counter onto Andromeda, but Andromeda yes, there is a crossover show coming in this Halloween as far as AJ and same here, although my reason was just to transition to the PlayStation 5, man. And now, wait a minute. Uh-oh. They're going to go for it. The Ruby Bomb. And that connects. Now going for the cover. And, well. But now On in trouble. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't buy every single Madden or every single MLB The Show, as well as the NHL counterpart. Now, obviously, if they had something that was worthy of saying, okay, I will actually get it. Like in other words, it has to have something I want. And anything less than that, it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait until next year. It's not a problem. Wait, 1, 2. And Blake Belladonna eliminated. And Ruby had the upper hand for the moment, but then On turns it around. And a clothesline. And, ooh, nice move there. Nice elevated flatliner by On. Well, Crushing Kelly, I have to think that you're very proud of your girl and your adopted daughters, you know. Lily and Rose. Yeah, because the other AJ Lee came back. But now what's On doing? Wait, On? Oh no. Oh no, no, don't do this. My God! A super Spanish fly. Wait. Does On speak Spanish? I don't know. Or who knows, maybe she does, I don't know. Alright, now going for the Dragon's Bite. I mean, of course, you know, Ruby can tap out all she wants. Ruby Rose can tap out outside of the ring all she wants, but that's not going to eliminate her. But it could incapacitate her, as both these ladies are risking a count out. But Ruby, of course, knows full well. All I have to say. But yeah, Kelly, you do have a match of your own, my friend. 1, 2, no. Well, let me take a look at the results really quickly. So far, it looks like no is in the lead for the moment, so unless you haven't voted, definitely vote. But if the majority wins out and it's no, then we could be seeing Ruby for the last time unless they win. 1, 2. Well, On is out. Now it's down to 2-on-2. So now we have Lily and Vera, who regularly don't tag with each other, but they still make for great teammates, though. Off the ropes. A double back body drop. And wow, what a dive there by Rose. And Violet's walking in with Baby Blue. And Ruby Rose has been eliminated with a knockout, so now it all comes down to Vera and Rose against Weiss. So it's all up to Weiss. If she doesn't win this match, we could be seeing Ruby for the last time. But on the other hand, Arkham, I do have good news for you, my friend. If anything, it just gives me more room to bring in, like, the Sonic characters. Or who knows, maybe if I might bring in some other characters that you have. You know, like Chun-Li, and I think you had Jury at one point, I think. So, no, I can bring in some of your girls if that's all right. All right, now going for the stretch, and tapped out before broken up by Vera. All right, now we're down to 1-on-1. And now going for the curb stomp on Vera, and she hits the curb stomp. Is Weiss going to do this? Is Weiss going to come from behind? 1, 2, no, not yet. Now Weiss pulls Vera away from the ropes. But Vera not going to give it up. And now Vera going for the... I forgot what she calls that move. Well, whatever it's called, it's a knockout. Vera clinches the win, and the winners, and still the 4 Queens champions, the Dragonflowers. Rose and Lily, Andromeda Black, and Vera. The Dreambreaker. The Dreambreaker did just that. And for Ruby, it's the end of the line, but that's only because they're out of character. In character, their contracts right now, but out of character, aside from Four Queens matches, the worst thing that can happen to a talent is when creative has nothing for them. And in my case, I didn't have anything for them other than the Four Queens title. So that means I can bring in more of Arkham's girls. Well, I mean, of course, I still have a few that I want to bring in myself. Well, not just girls, but also some dudes too. I don't want to be sexist. But anyway, 5-star match. So originally this was going to be the mixed tag match, but I decided to move it to the end, and then move up the tag team match at the front. So I wanted to make sure I give Rob the best chance to win. You know, because if I had done it as was originally intended, Rob would have been at a disadvantage at the title match. So I wanted to give, you know, Rob as well as Kyle a fair shot if they're going to have any chance of taking out the Outcasts, Ty, and the Feed. So before I start, I'm going to let Rob and Kyle Akers, no relation to Kyle Young, obviously, as Kyle Akers is a different guy. And then AJ says, great. Great for what? Dream Breaker. Da, da, da. Yeah, I was listening to Goldfinger. All right, and then let me get Mr. Rob, and then we'll get started. All right, I'll start the loading process though. But who do you think will win? Now, the Outcasts with the Feed and Ty Wyatt have been very dominant champions. And while the DWO have had a long reign, there was always the chance that they could have lost. But so far, the Outcasts have proven very difficult to beat. Could this combination be the one to do it? Let me know what you guys think, but let me just let Rob know. Of course, AJ has not one but two matches. I mean, of course, you'll see him in the Four Kings match. All right, so now that I did that, let's get to it. I mean, of course, Vera is also training, but she is training for two matches. I mean, she's also defending the Women's Tag Team Championships, which we will see later on. But here is its male counterpart. But first up, the challengers.
The contest is a tornado tag team match. And is for the All-Star World.
Oh, or Violet, I'm sorry. If I said Vero, I'm sorry, I meant Violet. But no, Violet is training to partake in defending Baby Blue. So the guy in the lab coat, that is Kyle, Professor Kyle Akers, and the one with the top hat, that is Rob Gamer. And they are the Brella Squad because, well, in the Splatoon games, there is a weapon it's basically a gun. What would happen if you cross a gun with an umbrella? Hence the name, the Brella Squad. Yeah, and Andromeda is also going to be in there too, defending the tag team titles. But now, here are the Outcasts. Oh yeah, I gotta let Maddie or Damien know that they're that his guys are out there. I have to let him know through Maddie. So last time that they defended the championships, they defended against two teams. Now, sure, they played the hand really well. But when it was all said and done, I mean, they were the only team left standing. And that's what, excuse me, that is what it's for. The Blue Toad Wrestling Men's World Tag Team Championships. Well, in one sense you did, but on the other hand, you've had to fight the odds. You had to work everything that you got, you worked for. And not to mention, you are a decorated champion. I mean, of course, you're at that stage in your career where AJ getting a shot at the world title doesn't seem out of place because, well, because it is AJ Cool Kid. I mean, you could probably say the same thing about Atticus Black in, Blood Moon Wrestling Federation. It's not out of place for him to get a world title shot because, well, he is Atticus Black. Because he's reached that stardom stage. And same thing if Crushing Kelly wanted a shot at the world title, nothing out of place with it because, well, she's Crushing Kelly. And the same could be said for Jen Wolverine, who we are going to see later in the show. But now that we got that straightened out, as the object is to pin your opponent from the opposing team and to be the first to do it. So whichever team can pin one of its opponents, whichever team can pin or submit one of their opponents in the ring will win the match and the championship. The fourth ever Grand Slam champion in BMWF for Atticus. That absolutely, definitely deserving of it. And Atticus definitely worked hard to get that. All right, so right now in the ring is Rob and Ty, who he just drop kicked. And now Kyle Akers getting thrown inside the ring by the feed. Oh, and then the sister Abigail onto Rob. And Kyle made a mistake. You don't turn your back on the feed. And now a pin onto Professor Kyle, but Kyle kicks out of that. But right now, Ty is just absolutely taking out Rob. Oh, but then wait a minute. It's Kyle going for the pin. 1, 2. No. But that drew Ty back inside the ring. Only for Ty to go for the mandible claw. And broken up by Rob. And clothesline for his trouble. I didn't butter up to TJ. But, well, now Kyle has to get right back in. Otherwise, Rob is just going to get destroyed. Oh, and a rake in the face right to Rob, even with the mask on. But the fact is that AJ was just tired of Jose always going to... No, wait a minute. There's two... Wait, what happened? Wait. What? Wait a minute. Guys, I don't know if you saw, but while the feed had Kyle Akers in the mandible claw, Ty was caught in the in the Kimura. And I believe Ty also tapped out, but just a shade after Kyle passed out. Ooh, this I might have to rebook this match, or because that was so close. I mean, like, you had. I mean, it was close though, but the referee, he only saw what happened with Bray or the feed. But the champs still remain the champions, but I have to think that the Brella Squad are deserving of another shot, especially given that it could have gone the other way. But I still would have had to have given the Outcast another shot, but that didn't happen. Instead, they end up with the championships. So as far as the Brella Squad is concerned, this is far from over. But we go from the men's tag team championships to the mixed tag team championships. And here we go. All right, so I already let Maddie and Damien know, but I'm going to let Captain Danger know. But who do you guys think is going to win this? Will it be the champions, the Shelley twins, the cat dude and the cat girl, or will it be the Dangers, Captain Danger and Lady Danger? That's exactly what it was. And I was like, you know what? If Jose, like, basically Jose was playing politics, and AJ decided only to play politics as a last resort, and that's what it was. Basically, AJ decided to give Jose a little taste of his own medicine not by taking it out, on Jose. I mean, he did that in a previous match that AJ had with Jose, but just before they settled it physically, AJ wanted to settle it politically, and that's what he did. Of course, that being said, though, Brandon Cuevas is going to get the winner of AJ and Riker. I don't attack people like Jose to get things. Well, you probably would if you were trying to get revenge, but in terms of as a means to an end, no, you really don't do that. All right, so up next, the Mixed Tag Team Championships. I mean, of course, still yet to come is the ECW Women's Championship match, which includes Crushing Kelly, Tammy Martinez, Cheyenne, Liliana Ladrona, and of course the champion, Tiffany Sky, Caliber, the champion, among others.
The following contest is
but up first,
one fall. Introducing first, representing the NWO from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 244 pounds, the captain, the anti-hero, Aaron Danger.
So, when it came to try to find a mixed tag team to go for the Mixed Tag Team Championships, well, there weren't too many options aside from the Dangers, because really when you think about it, you know, Captain Danger is one of the most decorated champions in Blue Toad Wrestling history. And then, of course, Lady Danger's not that far off, having been a champion in other promotions, as well as being the first ever Women's United States champion when that championship was activated for the first time. So really, like, the Dangers, simply by reputation alone, are deserving of a title shot for this one. Of course, Violet and Lucian would love to be Mixed Tag Team Champions too. Of course, Lucian just got into the company, and while Lucian has definitely risen up the ranks as far as other companies and possibly even been a world champion in a few. But for what it's worth, I mean, Lucian had a really good run in the Rumble match early in the show. Yes, you had a match early in the show, Lucian.
Alexa, the Greek goddess Danger.
And as that happens, there's your friend Violet. There's Lady Danger. Of course, Lady Danger came out to help Violet against the Vision, in which Rhea Ripley was part of the group mainly out of the fact that she was paid off, and against Becky Lynch. And now,
the Outsiders from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Mixed
So there's Damian Shelley, and of course, not too long ago, he came off a loss against Spike Ryan, but now it's going to focus completely on defending the Mixed Tag Team Championship. I mean, of course, there's other pair-ups that are just as deserving of it. Am I a decorated champion, TJ? Well, let's see. You won the world title. You're currently you are the champion. You are the World Tag Team Champion, Four Queens Champion. I'm not sure about the other ones, though. I think really the only titles you haven't won are the Intercontinental and Mushroom Kingdom championships, but you've won a lot of other championships too, so I would say yes, you are. And then we have Maddie.
And his partner from Asgard, the Mixed Tag Team Champion, General Madison Saban.
And I also noticed that our good friend Paper Tay is live as we speak. But there you see Maddie. And of course, you know, she and her brother have won championships. They're in multiple federations, and so there's a good chance they might have won a world title somewhere. But we're going to start out with the men. I can finally complete the singles Grand Slam here. Oh, and a burning hammer. If you win the Mushroom Kingdom yeah. I believe so. That is true. I mean, of course, Atticus is also a 5-star champion before you, and then, of course, AJ's won. No worries there, Miss Kitty. I want to say he did, but that was with Brandon, I think. No, he hasn't. Oh, well, hey, Jose, that's probably your next goal. But anyway, sorry I missed my friend's my feeds match. I was watching when Worlds Collide, but yeah, your brother's men got the job done, or henchmen, I should say. But you're in this match. But you and him are in this match actually. Oh yeah, you did, but that was before it really took off, because in its early stages it wasn't what it would come to be. I would have to use some holy water before then. But I digress, though. But of course, I think this is the first time that Maddie and Lady Danger have ever fought each other, if I'm not mistaken. And the same could be said for, you know, Damien and Captain Danger, though. I don't think any of you guys have ever fought each other. A paperback rider? Oh, well, here is Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And so, until recently, Maddie Saban was the general. But upon the retirements of Alicia and Jennifer, she is now the commissioner. That is true, and that's what Brandon has. Brandon is going to get the winner of Riker and AJ, so we will either get to see another match between him and Riker or Brandon against AJ. Oh, they have in Rumbles? Or does that count? I mean, of course, well, it depends on if the title was on the line, though, but yeah. Oh, yes. Well, until recently, I wasn't sure if I could even do it, but recently the Team Ruby, their contracts expired, and that it would have been extended had they won the Four Queens title, but they didn't. So I'm gonna be making some room before long. Oh, not a problem, Jen. Brandon has a receipt for AJ from the Superstar Rumble 2 years ago. If AJ wins, that's right. AJ beat Brandon to become the champion for the very first time. The Death Rider. Yes, it was at Superstar Rumble 2020. Yeah, it was 2023. The Rainbow has a beard. And a spear. 1, 2. Ooh, almost got him. Damien almost got Captain Danger, but Captain Danger, of course, being a former world champion himself, drawing on the experience, but no wait, oh no wait, that was countered by Captain Danger into a DDT, and now Captain Danger throwing fists. And that's the worst thing you can have is Captain Danger hitting you with those sledgehammer-like hands, but then attack to Lady Danger, and then a clothesline. A bearded Rainbow. Oh, nice move there by Maddie. 1, 2. Ooh, almost got her. But Maddie now moves Lady Danger away from the ropes. I mean, of course, Lady Danger as well as Captain Danger have, you know, they've been with the company ever since 2K19. So they've been around for quite some time. And then a spear of his own on Damien, and that probably would have been it had it not been for Maddie. And now Shelley, Damien Shelley, getting hammered in the back. Even those forearms definitely do a lot of damage, though. Well, I'll say this, though. Maddie certainly does not lack in confidence. Anyway, that was my cat voice there. And then a double arm DDT, and Captain Danger can't do anything. 1, 2, no. Diamond Sky pulled an AJ in her first year. Oh yeah, on LTD, yeah. So Diamond Sky won just about everything that there was to win. I mean, Diamond Sky had the winning combination. We'll see if she has that in the women's tag team championship match. And sent into the corner, but it's in the dangerous corner. Only Maddie got kicked in the head. Walking contradiction. Well, Space Ghost, I have to ask you. I got to ask you a favor, dude. And it's not against you. In fact, if anything, you'd actually be doing me a favor. But I got to ask you something, Mr. Space Ghost. And that is, wake me up when September ends. But I can certainly wake up now that this match has ended, as Lady Danger gets the win, and the winners and new mixed tag team champions, Lady and Captain Danger, the Dangers. So we got new tag team champions. Well, at the very least, all right. Let me put it in a couple of notes, though. no, seriously, that's a really good song. Like On Holiday, and then Boulevard of Broken Dreams, When I Come Around, The Time of My Life. Like those are great Green Day songs. It's just sad though that Billy Joe Armstrong kind of went off the deep end. Like in real life, I'm sad that his career kind of went. Oh, and an American Idiot too. Not a problem, Maddie. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's all the matches for you. But I'll let you go back to watching When Worlds Collide. But of course, the Shelley twins do have a rematch for their championship. Yeah, but the thing was, it was never meant about, like, See You in September. That one was, it was never about what happened on September 11th. That song was, like, long before 9/11 was even a thing. And it's not a bad song by any stretch. It's just unfortunate that it has that connotation, but so is The Game of Love. With I forgot the name of the band, but the front man was named Wayne Fontana. Yeah, people just take things out of context, especially if they don't read about. Yeah, Wayne Fontana. Yeah. Like he and his group, I forget the name of the group, but they did a song called The Game of Love. Really good song. And next up is the ECW Women's Championship. Yeah, back when he was just a little AJ. But anyway, so you have Cherry, Jade Young, Crushing Kelly, Lissa, Liliana Latrona, Mario Girl, Mitty, Cheyenne, Tiffany, well, the champion Tiffany, and Tammy Martinez. The Mindbenders. That's it. Thank you. Yeah. But then the Mindbenders also had a hit song without Wayne Fontana, and it was called A Groovy Kind of Love. Okay, so I'm gonna let a few people know. Let's see. Oh. Oh my goodness! Yeah. All right. So let me just let. All right. So let's see. I think Kelly's still in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then let's see. Okay. I'll let Mitty and Mario Girl know. Yeah. I'll let Mitty and Mario Girl know, and then we'll start. And then of course. All right. Let's get to it. All right. So, who's after? All right, let me catch up on the chat. So, Larry's going to go for Tammy. Brandon's going for Cheyenne, naturally. And then Violet asks, who's next after Jen? Well, nobody. So if you beat Jen, then we have to find a new contender.
This will continue until all 10 superstars have entered the ring.
Or who knows, maybe your next contender comes from this match. Let's see who wins.
Landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared.
And then, oh yeah, and then Carlos says, good luck in your match. Yeah, of course Tammy's going to go for herself to win. Ooh, well, hey, you know what? Aunt KK hasn't had a championship match in a while, and plus, well, she's crushing Kelly. Like, you know, like I mentioned before, she's at that stage now where if I put crushing Kelly in a title match, nobody would bat an eyelid because, well, she's freaking crushing Kelly, man. Yes, totally. I can totally respect that. And also, hey, what's up, Iron Smasher? You guys can check out Iron Smasher. Oh, speaking of Iron Smasher, I probably should let me put Iron Smasher as a potential entry back in Blue Toad. He wasn't Blue Toad as far back as 2K18. So it's not like Iron Smasher has never been in Blue Toad, but it's been a while. Oh, yeah. And you know what? Speaking of another former champion is Mitty! But who's she going to start with, though? Mario Girl. And much like, and you know what? Mario Girl has been with us. In fact, she's been in the company longer than Lady Danger has been. She goes back that far. And to see Mario Girl when she first started out is a totally different cat. I mean, of course she was, you know, a bit short. She was quite a bit shorter, and her hair was short. But as she's gotten, you know, more and more experience, she's gotten taller. And her hair's gotten longer, and now she's got the swag. And of course, the rules of this match are the same as the hardcore title. Of course, Tiffany Sky is the champion, but so far she lucked out and is not in the match quite yet. Match underway. So Crushing Kelly and Tammy have so far lucked out. Back from the grave. Well, I mean, I wasn't really much of a, what is it? I wasn't much of a fan of Punk, like outside of maybe like the Clash with London Calling and Rock the Cash Ball, and then you had the Ramones with Blitzkrieg Bop, but I was never really a Punk guy. And look, there's Mitty. Well, Mitty, you're in the ring right now against Mario Girl, Melissa. But right now, Melissa, I mean, of course, Melissa has never been world champion here, but has been world champion in Cyberspace Federation. A mix of Punk and Garage Rock. I could always check it out just to see what it was like, because it certainly wasn't as polished as it would later become. All right, let's find out who our next contestant is. And, of course, Mitty is the former 10-time, record 10-time, Blue Toad Wrestling Women's World Champion. Next up is Cherry, the Monty Mole. So you have Mario Girl and the Monty Mole. And I think this is the first time that these two have ever fought each other. Every time I eat vegetables. Well, if I were a carpenter, I would be a loser because, wow, look at that! And Mario Girl has eliminated Cherry, who just got in, and Mitty, and I don't know if you saw, but Mario Girl was getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. And here is the champ, Tiffany. So now the title is up for grabs as Tiffany enters the ring. Every time I eat vegetables. I've never heard of that song. I might have to look it up. Although Mario Girl, not going to give it up. Wow, I got to say, Mario Girl took out Cherry and Mitty in succession. That's insane. And of course, those two are no pushovers, but Mario Girl showing us how powerful she is. Then again, she is loosely based off of Mario. Super Mario. But of course, she's also doing things that Mario never did, and that's martial arts. Ooh, nice punch to the gut. Pet Cemetery. And a shooting star press onto the champ. All right, who's going to join the fray? And thrown over the top is Mario Girl. Tammy Martinez. And an armbar onto Mario Girl, but even if Mario Girl tapped out, that's not going to end the match for her. Clash City Rocker, okay. I mean, of course, you can never go wrong with Led Zeppelin and the Doors. Like, I'm more familiar with, acts like that, but there's definitely some good punk songs there. With Teen Rampage. All right, now Tammy gonna look to eliminate the champ and become the champ, but the champ stayed in. And Melissa takes out Tammy. In fact, you have 3 Latinas in there. Yes, Melissa is a Latina. Ballroom Blitz. And Fox on the run. And number 6 is Cheyenne. So now Cheyenne coming in and goes after the champ. Meanwhile, Tammy and Melissa fight each other. And Melissa now going to look to eliminate Tammy. Although Tiffany going to try to help Melissa eliminate Tammy, but nope, Tammy just too powerful and manages to fight out. Greta Van Fleet. Sounds like Robert Plant. Oh yeah, Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. And almost eliminated the champ, but the champ stayed in. Nice shoulder break or jaw breaker to Melissa. And a clothesline onto Melissa. All right, well, who's going to be up now? And a Pop-Tart powerbomb. Number 7 is crushing Kelly. Well, Kelly has lucky number 7. Whoa, and Melissa takes out Tammy, Tiffany, and Kelly. Although now Kelly goes after Tammy. And meanwhile, Cheyenne going to try to eliminate the champ. And Melissa has a moment of rest, which is crucial for her. But then Melissa with the... Nope. Was about to go for the Pop-Tart powerbomb, but fought off by Cheyenne. Ooh, and Tammy gets clotheslined by Kelly. Yeah, he would be going crazy about puppies, JR! And, you know, speaking of Jerry Lawler, I remember... Well, out goes Tiffany Sky Caliber, the wife of JW Caliber. But Cheyenne eliminates her, and Cheyenne is now the champ, the ECW champion. As Mario Girl eliminates Tammy Martinez, number 8 is Jade Young. The Second City Princess, the daughter of, or one of the daughters, if not the oldest daughter, of Kyle Young. A paddle on the pole match back in the day. But no, I remember, like, I was watching some YouTube videos of Jerry Lawler, you know, in his Memphis days, like... You know, because one time he was in a feud with his cousin, Wayne Ferris. Of course, most people know Wayne Ferris better as the Honky Tonk Man. But as that happens, Cheyenne eliminates Mario Girl. But the promo went something like this. Let me tell you something, Wayne Punk Ferris. We'll leave out The Rock because you're just nothing but a punk. And that just made me laugh, really. we'll leave out The Rock because you're just nothing but a punk. I just wanted to get to that point. But now we're down to 3, but we still have 2 other women to go. So now Cheyenne is the champ. All she has to do is hold on. And a German suplex to Cheyenne. Number 9 is Liliana Ladrona. And in fact, she goes after the champ. And meanwhile, Kelly tried to hold on. Clothesline on to Liliana. And, oh, nice, and a drop kick onto Kelly, only for her to get suplexed by Cheyenne. Is it just me, or is this match in slow motion, JR? Oh, there's Arkham. Although Lily gets thrown over the top. Ooh, Lily survived. I don't know how, but she did. But yeah, Lawler was just making fun of their age, which I'm like, come on, Lawler. Oh, I got another one. And you know how, you know, Jerry the King Lawler in 1996 would, as he would come down to the ring, he would cut a promo on the fans and insult them. And one of the promos that was cut, well, out goes Cheyenne, and now Crushing Kelly is the champion, but there's still one more to go, and that's Lissa. Oh yeah, JR is a legend. But I'll just type it just because, you know, I'm trying to call the match there. It's girls like you that turn men into people like Goldust. Oh my gosh. I mean it made me laugh, but I understand. Wow. I mean, it was an insult either way you look at it, but it was savage, really. Although, wait a minute, Crushing Kelly eliminated, and no sooner did Kelly win the title that she already gets eliminated by Liliana, and now Liliana's the champion. Now all she has to do is hold on and win. But at least Kelly can say she had the title for the moment. And then Liliana gets eliminated by Jade Young, and she's the champion. So now all that's left is her and Lissa. So we'll find out if Jade can hold on to the title or if Lissa will be the champ. And the guillotine, which was that move that she just did a moment ago, now sets her up on the ropes, and out she goes. Lissa wins the title. So the title changed hands quite a bit. I mean, it went from...
Here is your winner, and the new...
It went from Tiffany...
BTW Women's World Champion.
It went to Tiffany, and then Cheyenne, then Kelly, and then Lily, and then Jade, and then finally Lissa. So Lissa ends up with the championship, and that's a 5-star match. But that title changed hands so many times, man. Yeah, because I remember Goldust was called a flaming you-know-what. And then I remember he also said about the daughter, and what did you call her? Dakota? You should have just called her Target, because from what I heard, everybody had a shot at it. I'm like, oh my god. How would you say that, man? But no, that's what Lawler said. I mean, I'm just merely saying what he said then. But up next, we now go to the second of our the second 4-on-4 match, and that is the Dragon family and the DWO. Oh, that was he was making him do the Copa Cabana. I remember that. Yes, although at least Lily, you got to be added to the championship history because you were champion for a little bit, poquito. But I have to think Lily will be back. Although I think Louis is right next to you, so I'll let you get with your man. You idiot! But yeah, Sly is here. All right, so I'm gonna let a few people know, or I'll let uh, Dragonheart know. Well, usually wherever Dragonheart is, the rest of his family is. All right, so let me get Mr. Dragonheart. Speaking of Dragonheart, there he is. Him, Dragonheart Jr., Kaiser Hart, and the man in red, that is Alexander Richards. So we have the Dragon Warriors, aka the Dragon family. Now these guys are the former Four Kings champions. So this is their rematch, and oh my gosh. Of course. I gotta fix that championship. That is, I'm very sorry if it looks like just a piece of leather, but it's supposed to be the X Division championship. At least 3 times. I forget if it's 4 times, but at least 3. Yeah, at least 3. Speaking of which, here is the DWO, the Diamond World Order.
153 pounds, Diamond Mine.
So, of course, you have AJ, who is, of course, one of the Four Kings, but he is also the Cyberspace Federation World Champion. As he leads the way. You know, the Croc just came from the bathroom, and you should have smelled what the Croc was cooking. And I ain't faking. You should have smelled what the Rock was baking. Brother was baking. Brother was baking. Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. What the heck am I doing wearing this ridiculous outfit? I look like a dang road sign. And if anybody smells what the Rock is cooking, it's me. Look how big my dang nose is. What do I look like? An art farg? I'm sorry, I had to mention that. Anyway, let me just let Mr. Let me let Diamond Light and Najee know that they're up next. Yeah, they just don't make them the way they used to, you know? Like, sure, I mean, you have some moments here and there, and the moments that are made, I mean, they do stand out, but we just haven't had an abundance of them. All right, now AJ thrown back inside the ring by Dragonheart. And, of course, AJ wearing his green and red attire, I mean, so what determines what AJ wears is if he's going up against somebody he dislikes, he'll go into Shadow Lion form. But if he respects him or likes him, then he'll dress up in green and red. Oh yeah, he was dressed up as Mark Henry or Ms. Mark Henry. I know you're the world's strongest man, and the Croc has a heck of a body himself. But how do you get your pecs to go all the way to your back? The fact that I even know everything by heart, it just goes to show how memorable it was. You know what? I gotta say, Space Ghost, if there's room, I was wondering if Space Ghost was interested in being in the ring. Like, as Space Ghost, obviously. I'll let you think about it. But let's see, I believe, that's Dragonheart and Sly Cooper. Well, obviously it would be a developmental deal, but no. In reality, it would be like, well, of course he'd be on the main roster, though. But of course, there's a number of other people that are on the wait list, so I want to get to those people, you know, the ones that have waited a while to get in. But if you're interested, I'll put you on that list. And as that happens, there you have Dragonheart Jr. and Sly Cooper. Now Sly Cooper sent in his own corner. And then nice moonsault by the Flying Raccoon. Ooh, nice suplex there by the one that Carmelita calls Ringtail. And now, wait a minute, going for the sharpshooter on Dragonheart Jr., but rescued by, that's Dragonheart. Oh, a spin kick that misses, but then the second one connects. One, and that might have been it had it not been for Diamond Light, the leader of the group. The man of which the namesake of the group comes from. All right, now a tag to Najee. And then AJ throws in Dragonheart Jr. Then a belly-to-belly suplex by Najee. But I'm trying to think, like, once I do have Space Ghost, I wonder who would you want to fight? There's so many possibilities, man. But yeah, I still remember you know, when the corporation had The Rock later that year, I remember The Rock would turn it around and say, "What you gonna do when the 24..." No, wait, that's not it. That's not it. That certainly is not it. Oh, this is it. "I am the best there is, the best there..." No, that's not it. Oh, this is it. "To be the man, woo! You gotta beat..." No, that's not it either. Oh, this is it. "Ooh, yeah. Nah, dang it, that's not it either." And then Triple H is like, in the ring, Triple H says, "Don't worry, yours is no better." This is it. The most electrifying line in sports entertainment. "If you smell what The Rock is cooking." I love that. I mean, there were so many lines that The Rock would say, man. But anyway, as that happens, Dragonheart is Dragonheart Senior, that is the legal competitor. All right, now both guys are out as Dragonheart Senior comes to the rescue of his son, Dragonheart Jr. So now you have the Dragon, or who am I kidding? These guys are dragons, and the Raccoon. Tonight, in this very ring, I could try to do that, but I might lose my voice, so I don't want to do that. Oh, nice clothesline on Dragonheart. Dragonheart himself is a former world champion. Although, the Diamond Shaft, that's what I'll call it, the Diamond Shaft, that's it. The Diamond Shaft, and that probably would have been it had it not been for Dragonheart Jr. Mine Shaft? Maybe. But it's supposed to go with the team name, the Diamond of Diamond World Order. But right now, Dragonheart kicking AJ in the back. But, now we have the two brother-in-laws. As, of course, AJ's sister married the man that AJ is fighting in the ring. AJ, of course, is the man in green and red. And the man that is red all over is, that's Alexander Richards. Well, that's not a bad idea. Oh, nice Poison Rana onto AJ. One? No, kick out by AJ. And of course, AJ has another match. And then, kick right to the head, sends him outside. And no, wait, look at the strength of AJ. And AJ showing us the strength of the Lion. And of course, even though they are brother-in-laws, you know, they definitely signed on knowing they would have to take lumps out of each other. And now Alexander left outside. And did that break the count? Yeah, that did. Although, AJ? AJ's kind of standing there. Is everything all right there, AJ? I guess AJ was in a trance or something. Although Dragonheart Jr. Oh, AJ got it. I don't know how AJ made it, but he did. He just barely made it, although AJ should know his own rule, and that's don't taunt. But AJ, I don't know how he did it, but he fought back. Sent into the corner. So far, nobody eliminated yet, but you have to think that as the match goes on, we are going to get to a conclusion. 1, 2, no, kick out by AJ. Anyway, nice Hurricane Rana onto AJ. And Alexander. Hey, there's Najee. You guys can check out Najee. He does have a Twitch channel. So let me. I'm going to share the Twitch channel. Or rather, his Twitch channel is the username that he has. So if you guys are on Twitch, you can follow him there. But right now, Najee, you're still in the match. It's a 4-on-4 match. As you're teaming up with your brother Diamond, as well as brother AJ and Sly Cooper. Well, hey, at least you can enjoy the break, man. All right, a tag to Kaiser Heart. Of course, Kaiser Heart is equal parts quick as well as strong. I mean, it's a good description. It's a good description that excites Patty, but we all know why. And speaking of Najee, there he is. Now Najee's in action. Let's see what he does. Ooh, nice pop-up punch, though. The game is broken? What do you mean? Well, I'm always happy to see you, as you know, whenever you're there. Ooh, nice move there by Najee. All right, so now we have Dragonheart Jr. tagging in. Oh, nice spin kick to Diamond Light, but broken up by AJ. But yeah, great to see you, Najee. And I mean, of course, Najee himself is a former world champion, both in singles and in the tag team division with Diamond Light, and was one of the longer reigning tag team champions. But then Diamond Light, of course, also a world champion. And a 5-star champion in his own right. But Dragon... Whoa! Nice double axe handle, but then a kick to the head. And now Diamond Light sent into the corner of the Dragon family. Ooh, nice slingshot clothesline. 1, 2, nope. So 15 minutes and nobody has been eliminated, but then the Diamond Destroyer, the Diamond Destroyer on Diamond Light? Or was it the Dragon Destroyer? But either way, Najee ends up paying for it. And then a couple of slaps across the head. But then sent into the corner is Diamond Light. And then Dragonheart sent back into Diamond World Order corner. All right, now Najee in. And now Najee going for a heel hold. Is he going to get it? And he does get it. Wow, Najee eliminated Dragonheart Jr. And now the Diamond World Order have a 4-3 lead. Of course, Dragonheart Sr. going to look to avenge his son, as well he should. As would any good father. Although right now, Dragonheart looking to get his vengeance on Najee. Nope, kick out. Not even a 1 count. And a moonsault right to the back of Najee. 1. Nope, broke it up. Oh, nice counter punch. And now Najee, look at this. He's getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. But then decides to tag out to Sly Cooper. And let's see what Sly Cooper does. Sends him into DWO corner. And a tornado DDT. 1, 2. Almost got him. And now Sly taunting, giving the fans what they want, but Sly, yeah, you don't turn your back on Dragonheart. Uh-oh. Is he going to go for it? The Dragon's Tail. The Dragon's Tail. Oh, but he got up, though. And a stunner. A raccoon stunner. 1, 2. No. Ooh, he almost got a pin over the former world champion, Dragonheart. But now turns it over to the leader, Diamond Light. And a poison Rana. And a snap suplex. Ooh, a spin kick that missed, but that second one didn't. And then, uh-oh, Dragonheart's gonna fly like the dragon that he is. The Dragon Arrow, and that knocked out Diamond Light. And I think Naji's going to take it out on Dragonheart. But now it's 3-on-3. And then a tag out to Alexander Richards. I don't think Naji's going to be happy with the fact that his buddy, his brother, Diamond Light, got eliminated. So yeah, the leader of the team is out, although I guess if there was a second in command, it would be the second longest tenured member, that being Naji. So really it's going to come down to him as second in command. Although certainly, you know, AJ can definitely handle himself, as can Sly Cooper. And a Dragon Stunner of, or no, I'm sorry, that was the Dream Breaker, I think. I forgot what AJ called that. But it was a stunner. And then the Lion's Barrage, that one I do remember. And that would have been it had it not been for Dragonheart. Only for him to get it himself from AJ. Then turns it over to the Raccoon, Sly Cooper. The Cyber Stunner. Ooh, okay, I like that actually. Another T-bone suplex, this time to Alexander Richards. And Alexander was trying to crawl to his corner, but Sly Cooper stopped him from doing it. Anyway, nice takedown onto Alexander Richards. But it just goes to show how tough these guys are. Ooh, nice flapjack. Oh, a running elbow, and I think that might have busted open Sly Cooper, and you don't see Sly bleed all that often. But, you know, you know, the old saying is, you never know what a cornered beast might do, but what's a bleeding Sly Cooper gonna do? Well, he's gonna tag out, that's what he's gonna do. Only to get caught, and wait, Naji. Nice counter by Naji, and a chop block onto Kaiserheart. Only for Kaiserheart to counter with a drop kick of his own. And then drop kick Sly out of the ring, or off the apron. And a Spanish Fly, or the Dragonfly. I mean, of course, he is a dragon. But then a tag to Dragonheart. Only for Dragonheart to catch Naji not looking at him. And of course, AJ not going to stand idly by and helps out Naji. You know, like the good teammate that he is. Ooh, nice spin kick. And then, ooh, nice moonsault into a pin. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out, barely. I mean, these guys have got to be running out of gas at some point. Nice, nice big right hand. 1, 2. and broken up by Kaiserhart. And Kaiserhart avoided a big right hand and delivers a clothesline of his own. Although Najee, nice counter. Oh, nice back elbow. Then a slingshot in, and then a drop kick on to Najee. And a quick tag to AJ. And AJ with the cyber stunner, and that stunned Dragonheart. Dragonheart is eliminated. Uh-oh, but he runs right into Alexander Richards with the Dragon Bomb, and AJ is out. All right, well now we're down to 2-on-2. So we're now down to Najee and, well, really, game? You gotta be kidding me.